Hey guys, Randoms here. Welcome to my tier list for the Song Machine Season 1 episodes tier list. This is every single animated video. This is no lyric video, none of that. I thought I'd do a little quick video. Sorry for the lack of videos. As I said in the past, I have a main channel. This is more of a secondary, but this is Randoms. I invite you all on my Twitter or here in the comment section below, whatever you want, I'll do it. I'm also going to do a little mini video request in this. We'll get to it. You can also take this tier list, link in the description below. Don't get it confused with the other one. The other one is all the songs, which is the pictures are the portraits of all the features and all, which is pretty cool. And then the second tier list, which is brand new, I added a little detail before you click on the links too, if you want to read it in the description. That will link you to this tier list, which you can take it. If you followed my Twitter, you could have had a chance to be in this video. I took the tweet down because I'm making the video. And I won't take any late requests. And sorry if cracking knuckles makes you guys cringe. Sorry about that. So I'll go ahead and start off. So to kick off, I'll start off with one of your guys' tier list. Only one person got to it. Although 2 people liked it. But one only shared their tier list. That's okay. And we have a Loco 2005. You've probably seen some of his videos. He's a... If you dig into a lot of Gorillaz stuff and what fans upload, he's one of the people that's out there that uploads demos, and he mainly does 3D audios, I believe. This is like the main dude I always see. So Loco, this is his tier list. Now, when it comes to my tier list, I'm very strict. So seeing 3 videos in S tier is crazy. A Momentary Bliss S tier? We'll have to talk. You have to see mine, but I'm coming from the angle of the animation, not music, because we already did a video. You can check it out. I don't know if I can. We'll just type in a Song Machine tier list, and I'll probably be the first one. I don't know if anyone else has done it. It'd be pretty interesting to watch theirs. The Lost Chord B tier. I don't know. Loco, leave a comment down below. What was this tier list based off of? It should, because this is mainly for animation. We already did the songs, so well, Lost Chord was actually good, but Momentary Bliss S tier over the Lost Chord. You gotta explain yourself in the comments. And you put I don't know for Friday. I'm not sure. Maybe leave a comment. For Loco, leave a comment. I'll probably pin it. Because you're the only one who interacted. But guys, follow my Twitter. I'm going to try to do this in every video where you guys can get an interaction on the tweet. And then I'll share it up on the main video. Okay, we'll go ahead and start with mine. So to kick off, we'll go in order. And before we start, I'm coming from the perspective of animation. How good was the video animation-wise? So the first one was Momentary Bliss. Now, it almost gets... Okay, I'll just go and say it. C tier. It's C tier. It's average. C, in my opinion, is average and for my tier lists. Remember, guys, opinions, okay? Opinions with a Z. We, on this channel, I respect everyone's opinion. So don't backlash me, okay? We respect all opinions in the comments below, okay? But Momentary Bliss, C tier. It almost gets B tier because we had the Now, and it was 1 or 2 years. And then boom, oh my gosh, Song Machine, here's the first episode trailer. Whoa, what is this? Oh, there's a print there just happens to be a print that goes along with it, and we get a print every episode. This is crazy. It was awesome after 1 or 2 year after the Now. Or was it longer? I'm not sure. It almost gets B tier because it's the first, but I don't want to give it that special bonus. But it's C tier because for animation, they were just, hanging. It was Gorillaz hanging around during music, and it had visuals and all. Russell was only... This is when Russell was like... Russell only got like very little animation throughout the whole thing. But in Friday, he was the only one who talked. Oh no, 2D talked to. That was pretty cool to see Russell. You never see him sing. And I think Pac-Man, he was a little repetitive, but we'll get to that. But C tier because it's just them hanging out. There's no lore, but still. It was just hanging around, Murdoch poisoning Damon. I have no clue. It's average. And we come to our second one. The teaser was Murdoch coming out of he was coming out of a what do you want to call it? A chest? but that's for like, it's for instruments, and you know, you usually see that in like backstage, the things, there's like the heavy cases they use to hurl around storage and all for music. He pops out of it with his tongue sticking out. And then we got the A, which was, people made a meme out of that, just you know, it's an E. I actually thought when I heard the end of Momentary Bliss, the Désolé teaser, I thought it was gonna be a rap song. Well, way off on that. But Désolé, B tier. This is one of the stronger ones out of the whole episodes. It had a lot of animation. Yes, Russell and Noodle were repetitive, but the mains were Murdoch and Tootie, who got a lot of different animation. That's what I mainly look for, is no repetitive animation, which, yeah, we'll get to the ones who really used repetitive animation. But the icon here, I decided to pick Murdoch crying, because I wish I had these reactions going from the start. Because when I seen Murdoch crying, I was like, I kind of froze. I was like, what? He's my favorite in the band, Murdoch. So to see him cry was like, and he says it was all acting, but nah, he's crying because he got ditched, sadly. Even in the Song Machine Bites, Tootie's like, you're not mad that we went off without you, right? To the portal or whatever the hell. It's weird. And then the big guys in the sky, that's unexplained. I have no clue what's up with that. Maybe it's just a visual, but it looks drawn, so it's supposed to be semi-realistic. I have no clue. 2D and Murdoch. Yeah, 2D and Murdoch, they get the love. Different animations. What do you leave a comment? You know how Super Plastic used the toys? They almost went with all Désolé, except for 2D. They gave him they call it the keyframe, where he's like, I kind of hate that. It's super repetitive, but it saves time and it's easy, I guess. But I kind of hate seeing 2D just. It's funny, but I hate it at the same time. Désolé, B tier, because it was more newer animation over Momentary Bliss. So let's go ahead and move on. Then at the end of Désolé, we see 2D on a well, we didn't know. I don't know if we knew he was on a motorcycle. I'm about to say Murdoch cycle, but he was just kind of smiling. It was pretty cool. When I seen the teaser for that, I thought it was gonna be a good song, and it's here. It's good, but it's a bit repetitive and overhyped in my opinion. But that's okay. We respect opinions, okay? But Aries is gonna go in the D tier because it was almost very repetitive. It was just the same. He's on a motorcycle. And I remember I seen the cover when Russell has him grab him by the shirt. Murdoch's like, he's bleeding. Noodle's trying to get Russell to stop, and then you see Tootie's like, take a look at this. This hurt. He's stuck with the needle. I was so expecting to see an animation of that. How they could have done it. At the end, Murdoch, he pulls out the syringe, and then keeps showing an animation of him, and then he crashes. Russ gets there in time. Noodle's finally there in time because they're the fastest. And then you'll see the cover that we see of Aries, but backwards, kind of backpedal, about 5 seconds. So he sticks the syringe. Everyone's there on time. And he beats him up. You see the punch, and he does that. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, look at the cover, but rewind about 5 seconds backwards, and then just imagine it's happening live. And then Tootie finally shows up, and then boom, it pauses on the cover. That would have been awesome if you get what I'm trying to say. But that'd be so cool if it ended off like that. I was so expecting to see that, but it sucks. But it's cool. It's the cover, and it's pretty funny. Tootie's like, that hurt, but we don't know. He says it's truth serum, but there's no lore whatsoever in Song Machine. But it's okay. It's okay because we're getting the movie. Just remember, guys, we're getting that movie. So, but Aries D tier because repetitive animation. Let me just say, Désolé. We're gonna do this with every episode here. Russell just with the carrots on the drum. That's it. Aries is just him smoking while driving. It's completely repetitive until around Pac-Man, but we'll get there. Okay, next up. Oh, then after Aries, it was ding ding. I can't even do an impression where he's like mumbling, and I really wish that made it into the song because Tootie got drugged, so it makes sense that he'd be kind of mumbling. I talked in my reaction video how and that was the first when I started to pick up these reaction videos, it was Aries. And I was like, I just wish his mumbling got in it. Because I said in the video, there's a genre of music where people just kind of mumble. It's not mumble rap, but it's like they make up. You probably heard it, like like stuff like that. And it's him mumbling. I did a whole loop of it because I love that part. And the synth loop I did too. That was pretty cool. And then he says, "Be sure to stay safe, and stay chinned," or something like that. Oh yeah, and don't forget, always wash your hands, something like that. And that was pretty funny and cool to see from 2D right there. But just so underrated, the mumbling. I feel like it doesn't get enough love. It's perfect. It's good. So good that I made a loop of it. You can check on my channel. I love it. So that was the teaser for the next episode after Aries. Then we get Friday the 13th, which is still, no, it's not the weakest song. It's in my opinion, in the whole album. What's the one called with Joanne, the policewoman? Simplicity. I still think I don't like that song. I still don't like it, but Friday the 13th is like second to worst, and the only thing that saves it is the synth. And then we've recently seen the backlash of fans backlashing the feature on Friday 13th. I forgot his name, Octavian, because he abused his wife or girlfriend, and people just disconnected it. Like, oh, screw this song, I'm never listening to it. Or there's alternatives out there where it's just 2D mumbling. You can listen to that. Or it's Friday 13th 2D only if you want to still listen to it, but you hate Octavian. So there's your option. But for Friday 13th, what's the first letter in Friday the 13th? F tier. Yes, it goes in the F tier. This, I think everyone can agree, this is the worst song. Sorry, I keep saying I'm gonna try not to say it, but I just said it again. Sorry. But Friday 13th is F tier because it was nothing but just like just imagine me right here, black eye, cut lip, nose bleeding, and I'm just staring at the camera. This was just it was okay, had a little, it was just their lips moving. It was the worst because it was just close-ups and visuals. I'm not hating. I'm a Gorillaz fan. I'm not hating. I'm just saying this is the worst episode because it just showed their faces. You have Russell and 2D sing. I remember seeing a live reaction of Friday 13th from a fan. He was broadcasting. He was watching it live, and he freaked out when he seen Russell singing along. That was a pretty cool moment. The synths, but if we're talking animation, 2D licking his blood from his nose and him singing while Russell also sings. That's it. But I have nothing else to say. F tier for Friday 13th. Then the teaser at the end of Friday 13th. We hear a very funky type beat. And then we see I forgot what it was. Was it just 2D? He puts in the machine. We see Murdoch kind of smiling, I think. And then 2D looks off to the side. And then it just ends. I'm like, whoa, this could be the best song. This sounds awesome. And it is Pac-Man. So Pac-Man, I gave it the B tier. B tier for Pac-Man. Because, and for my tier lists, if we have two, whatever you do, whenever I do tier lists, when I have two contestants in the same tier, so we have Desolé and Pac-Man, notice how Pac-Man is closer to the letter B. That means I slightly like it better. I don't know if you guys do that, but that's what I do to kind of do tiebreakers. So I slightly like Pac-Man better than Desolé. 2D dancing, him playing Pac-Man. You do have repetitive animation especially with Murdoch. I expected him to have a plan up his sleeve. Maybe he did something to the machine, but it was just a gift he gave to 2D. He completely blew that out the window. It's just him looking out, peeking, closing it back, him smiling when the downward cross is, the Murdoch is God reference is the whole shadow light on his face. I love Murdoch, but he got completely reused in that one. As for Russell, let's talk about Russell again. Well, as for Russell, and then Friday 13th, he got to sing, so he actually got some love. In this one, he is punching the box. I love my reaction when he knocks it out. I was like, whoa, he knocked it out. Yeah, nice. Oh yeah, so he's pretty repetitive in this one, but he knocks out the when he does the little, whenever 2D eats Russell, he's like, I like how they have a little reaction. That's pretty funny when he eats them. But the only one who didn't have reaction was Noodle. Like the first time she gets eat, she kind of like pushes the guy that's sitting right next to him. But for Pac-Man, it's pretty good. Russell gets a bit repetitive. Noodles really gets some love. 2D here and there, and then Murdoch just completely recycled. And you have, is his name Henry? He's the monkey. He's you can see him in the back with Russell. He's kind of peeking, looking at him doing his boxing training. But nonetheless, it is an awesome video. Good visuals as well. Animation's good. B tier for Pac-Man. Then right after Pac-Man, my opinion was one of the most confusing teasers ever. It was just a back, what do you want to call it? A rewind of everything we just seen, and it's a nice visual, like all coming forward towards us, and it ends. I was like, is this the song? Or I was so confused. I didn't think it was the song because the tune was so weird at the time. And it was Strange Times. Strange Times, I'm going to put it in the B tier, but it's in the back of the B tier. So it's the least, I like Desolé better, and then Pac-Man's still the top dog in B tier. This one almost gets C tier, but it's a bit better. The repetitiveness of this one, 2D singing, which he used the same animation from Pac-Man when he's looking down. He's looking down at Earth, and the other one, he's looking down at the Pac-Man machine while playing it. As for Murdoch, he gets some love. He going through the portal of what's his name, Robert Smith, and he doesn't like it, or he was just freaked out. He's getting teleported to Kong Studios. I thought it was totally gonna change, but it canceled, totally obliterates any theories. Because in the song Machine Bites, he just says, "Oh, it took me back to Kong Studios," and that was it. So he's like, "So you got your portal?" He's like, "Yeah, I got my portal, but it was." I don't understand the whole portal thing still, but we'll see in season 2. Robert Smith was really cool. He was the moon on that. People made memes about that too. That was funny. Russell. So for Russell in this one, a little repetitive because he's just drifting on the moon. Noodle gets some love. Yeah, Noodle and Murdoch kind of got the main love for animation in this one. She blows up the thing. The little now reference, there's a billboard on the moon. That was pretty cool. But B tier for Strange Times. And then I almost thought that Strange Times was the last one for some reason. But then we hear ding. I can't do an impression, but you see hands on a piano. Then you see the hand. I thought it was a Tony Allen tribute. I messed up. It's apparently from a cover. It's a hand with candles on the tips. And then ding. And see you on the next song. Stay tuned for Song Machine or whatever. And it was Pink Phantom with Elton John, sorry. I actually like him. I like Benny and the Jets. I think it's called Benny and the Jets. People thought that it was Elton John's hands, but completely debunked it because when they showed the the teaser, or no, it was the cover of Song Machine Season 1 with everyone on it, and that was pretty awesome. But with that shown, it showed Elton John, he has rings on his fingers. So I was the one rooting like, that's 2D, it has to be 2D. Unless they're trying to fake us out. If you've seen, Marvel Infinity War, the trailer, it showed Hulk, but he never shows up in the trailer. So I don't think Jamie would have spent the time showing his hands without rings, but their hands look completely different. 2D and Elton John's in Gorillaz, their hands look totally different. So people said it was Elton. I totally debunked it. He doesn't have rings on his finger. It was 2D playing the piano, and it was true. But Pink Phantom, visuals are very mirror-esque like. Pretty repetitive. Murdoch, no Russell, no Noodle in this one. But on their Twitter, apparently it was all a green screen, and Noodle's in the back kind of watching it all. 2D, it's just repetitive really. Elton John was really cool to see, and I'm glad that I got the poster right there. It's pretty cool. I feel like that one could have been better, but it's okay. But Pink Phantom, I don't know if I said my ranking of it, but it's C tier. and I like Momentary Bliss a bit better because little bonus points, because it was the first one and it was 2-year hiatus, and we seen something new from Gorillaz, so that's why they get the little uppity up. Then after that beautiful song Pink Phantom, which is one of the really strong songs on season 1, the teaser, which if you're really into Gorillaz and you go to Reddit and a whole bunch of links to hear new stuff, you already would have heard this song. It was the Valley of the Pagans demo. People called it West Hollywood. I don't know what video I talked about it, but there's a Gorillaz tracker where during the Now they filmed with the Beck. So this song probably was from the Now, and they put it here. I've already talked about that, but I'm a strong believer that this song was from the Now, but they just saved it for Song Machine. I'm a believer of that. But that soon, and it's just them backing out into a port. Or we didn't see it was a portal. They just turned on Noodle turns it on. Russell, you don't see 2D or Murdoch anywhere, which I thought that we had Pink Phantom with 2D Murdoch, and then I thought with this one, it was going to be Noodle and Russell only. That would have been pretty cool. And then boom, it ends. But that soon came to be the Valley of the Pagans, which is one of the strongest songs on the season 1 Song Machine. As for Valley of the Pagans, what do you think I'm going to put it? I'm going to put it in the D tier. It was very repetitive. It was basically a GTA 5 gameplay video with Gorillaz animation. That's pretty much it. The only thing you see is in the poster, which just came in recently. I'll get a video on that. It's just, it's the poster where they're just like, Noodle's like right there, steering wheel, Russell's on the side. Russell, half and half animation. He wasn't even in Pink Phantom. Then you have a 2D on his phone, reading the lyrics and texting with Beck. And then the end, which freaked everyone out. Well, I think, D tier, but Aries was better. Then the end shows Plastic Beach. Everyone freaks out. Portal takes in the Plastic Beach, which was crazy. I don't know if we did get a teaser. I think it just showed Plastic Beach and it ended. Or no, no, it showed the lost chord, but it was underwater. That's all we've seen. And then people were like, "Oh, this is gonna be the best one." And that teaser led to the song called "The Lost Chord," which for the Lost Chord gets the S tier. This is the last one. It's the only one that gets the S tier because it was a blast from the past. Their feature on this one, which usually let's do a quick recap. Slow Thigh, he was in there. Desolé, Fatima, she was in there. Aries, they were not in there. They were just they're instrumental. So, but he's Peter Hook was the one who did say Aries. Then the 4th, you do have Octavian in there. The 5th, Pac-Man, you have Schoolboy Q. The 6th one, Robert Smith, and the 7th one, I don't know if I'm getting off track here, but Pink Phantom, Elton John, who's actually looks like a Gorillaz character. That would have been cool if they did it for everyone. In the 8th, Valley of the Pagans, you barely get Beck in there. They did him dirty, in my opinion. Then, the best feature, in my opinion, which I don't think I missed anyone. Yeah, I don't think I did. Oh, what's it? Lee John. Sorry, I almost forgot his name. John Lee John, who has the best feature in the video. He's actually a monster who destroys Plastic Beach. Plastic Beach. The feature is awesome. He actually... I don't know if they had the idea and he accepted it, or he wanted to be like a monster destroying the beach. He opted to have some makeup on him and put up a costume. The effects, the animation, there was almost no repetitive animation. I think the only one was when 2D looks up and he's singing. That's about it. But everything else it is S tier because it was so good. Blast from the Past. I already said it all, but Blast from the Past, Plastic Beach, the animation, visuals, the feature, it was all good. S tier, hands down. It was the most creative one. And that's it, Lost Chord. I just don't know how he put S tier for Momentary Bliss, but then C tier. Did he put C tier for Lost Chord? Oh no, he put in B tier. So it's like, you have a lot of explaining to do. You have a lot to explain. Don't give him backlash. I'll delete the comments if you have any backlash, but explain yourself, please. Because we respect all opinions, okay? But that about wraps it up for my tier list of Song Machine. I wanted to make it quicker, but I had to explain. And as for Russell on that one, he turned big again. But then he got small from the tower, which was really weird. But yeah, during the beginning of Song Machine, I just noticed Russell always gets He's like a third wheel, or like a fifth wheel on a four-wheel car. You know, it's like, it sucks. And then, of course, they wrap it up. There was no teaser after Lost Chord, which is respectable and honorable. There doesn't need to be another well, until season 2. But it would have been cool if we seen something. But that would have blown my mind if we saw something. But we didn't. It was a good way to close it. Lost Chord. I'm about wrapped up here. I will be making more videos. This day I'm on right here, I'm just gonna be filming. So if I look the same, there you go. Pagans poster. It's time for another Gorillaz predictions. We'll do Gorillaz predictions season 2. Can't wait to do that. We'll talk how, are these portals gonna continue? The features and a lot more. The art, but we'll get to it when we get to it, guys. So as for the little mini video request from a fan, he told me to eat ice while reading comments. So we'll go ahead and do that right here, right now, before we end it. So as I pull up the comments, I have some ice here. Two cubes of ice. I'll eat the whole thing with some water in it. I do want to say follow the Twitter. I kind of wish more of you guys interacted, because I love seeing people's tier lists and opinions. Well, opinions, but tier lists mostly on certain subjects like music and all. It's pretty cool. Maybe when season 2 wraps up, which is going to be a long time, when I do my tier list of season 2, I'll put that tweet so we can see some of yours. So follow my Twitter, of course, for updates too, if you really care about the channel. Thank you guys so much for the support recently. So for the newest one, I put Song Machine theme tune Ear Rape. This was pretty funny. So let's go ahead and do this. I already responded and read these, but we'll read more. So let's go ahead and start. I have to start chewing ice while reading comments. So here we go. I just swallowed the whole thing. My gums did not like that at all, so I have to like chew it while reading. So here we go. So fun fact, the purple hand that switched the machine on was actually Thanos' hand. Song machine, baby. Gorillaz. Oh dear lord. In season 2, it is confirmed that Murrock is actually purple. This is meant to be a joke. Please don't take it seriously. Fun fact, this is the official season 2 intro of Song Machine. Waiting the second season. Finna blast this when season 2 comes out. That's all the comments on that one. Let's take a look at the reversed Song Machine comments. Giant Lee John reconstructs Plastic Beach for the Plastic Beach fans who watched in horror as Plastic Beach got destroyed. This is a masterpiece. Pac-Man, the only one for me that can pull off the reversed effect and still be a banger. Pink and Core sound too bad. Reversed, that is. Okay. I love summer. Every suck. I love summer. Damon Albarn, he loves summer. That's what you can hear when it's reversed. I'm not done. 2 ice cubes. These were like refrigerated type ice cubes, so I had to like chunk it down to bite size. But that was it, guys. Hope you like that little mini. That could have got its own video, but I just included it here. So that was interesting. As always, randoms. We do anything random, leave a comment down below on any recent video, or just say video suggestion, and then leave it down below. Now the hiccups, or in Twitter if you want. Follow the Twitter too. Updates. Take the tier list. I still want to I'd still like to see your opinions. I'll reply to them on Twitter. See you guys in the next one. Peace.